Guys, my name is Evelyn Kim, and for today's video, we'll be going over Wylock's 3rd grade math curriculum. Topics we'll be going to discuss in today's video include place value, word problems, even and odd numbers, and multiplication. Let's get started with our first topic, place value. First, before we start off, before answering any questions, let's define the values. The 0 on the right represents our ones value. The 0 in the middle represents our tens value. And then the 1 in the left represents our hundreds value. Keeping this into consideration, let's try solving number 1. We have 72 and they underline the 7. We know that 2 is in the ones place, so that only means that the 7 represents the tens place. Number 2, 42. The 4 is all the way in the left and represents our tens place. That means the underlined 2 should represent our ones place. Number 7, 567. The 7 on the right represents our ones place. The 5 on the left represents our hundreds place. Therefore, the 6 in the underlined 6 in the middle represents our tens place. Last but not least, 259. 9 represents our ones place because it's all the way in the right. The 5 in 259 represents our tens place. Last but not least, the 2 in 259 represents our hundreds place. Is even and odd numbers, and it's asking us to identify whether the number is even or odd. But before we get started, let's list out the even and odd numbers. We know that the numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8 represents even numbers. The numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 represent our odd numbers. Let's take a look at number 1. Number 1 is 10, and 10 ends with the number 0. Based off the ending number or the number in the ones place, we know that this is an even number because it contains the number 0 in the ones place. Therefore, 10 is even. But how can we prove that this is further even? We can further prove this by dividing 10 by 2. If 10 is divisible by 2, we know that this is an even number. 10 is divisible by 2 because 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Therefore, 10 should be even. Number 2, 40. 40 ends with the number 0, and 0 is an even number once again. Therefore, we know that 40 is even. And we could further prove this by dividing 40 by 2 or another even number. 40 is divisible by 2 because 40 divided by 2 equals 20, therefore 40 is even. Number 3, 16. The ones place is 6, and 6 is an even number. 16 is also divisible by 2 because 16 divided by 2 is 8, therefore 16 is even. Number 11, 526. Our ending or our ones value is 6 once again. Therefore, 526 as a whole is also even as well. And 526 should be divisible by 2 because 526 divided by 2 equals 263. Number 12, 54. Our ones value is 4, and 4 is even. Therefore, 54 as a whole number should be even. Moreover, 54 is divisible by 2 because 54 divided by 2 should equal 27. Last but not least, number 13. They give us the number 49, and in our ones value is 9, which is an odd number. Therefore, 49 as a whole is odd. To further prove this, we can try dividing 49 by 2. However, when we divide 49 by 2, we would get a decimal value of 24.5. Therefore, 49 is not divisible by 2 and is odd. Multiplication, and it's asking us to multiply the numbers below. They give us the equation for number 1, 8 times 5. 8 times 5 can be referred to as 8 groups of 5. Let's draw it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our first group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last but not least, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We now have a total of 8 groups of 5 circles. Now let's add it all together to find our final answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. From 8 groups of 5, we drew a total of 40 circles. Therefore, 8 times 5 should also equal 40 as well. Number 11, 7 times 2. 7 times 2 can also be referred as 7 groups of 2. Let's draw it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a total of 7 groups of 2 circles. Now let's add it all together to find our final answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 7 groups of 2 equals a total of 14. Therefore, 7 times 2 should equal 14.